What's up, bud? It's Rob. This is Apparel Success, and in this video right now, what I want to do is talk to you about the difference between drop shipping and print-on-demand services like Printful versus actually carrying your own inventory as a clothing brand. I want to talk about why exactly we go about holding on to all of our own inventory running K-Bud Apparel. This video is going to talk about the pros and cons of all of this. Should be a really good episode. Stay tuned. This episode is sponsored by DesignCrowd. DesignCrowd is a website that helps entrepreneurs crowdsource amazing designs from designers all around the world. For a special $100 VIP offer for Apparel Success viewers only, head over to www.designcrowd.com/apparel to learn more and receive up to $100 when you post your next project on DesignCrowd, or simply use the discount code APPAREL when posting your next project on DesignCrowd. All right, I want to start out by talking about why exactly we don't use print-on-demand services for our own company, K-Bud Apparel. Number one, they can be really expensive. We're able to print and make our shirts for $5 to $10 usually, which is pretty reasonable if you're selling your shirt for $30. When you go with these print-on-demand services, they're going to end up taking a lot of your money to go through with providing this service for you, okay? So instead of making your shirts for $5, you're making your shirts for $15 or $20. And at the end of the day, from a straight up business standpoint, you're gonna be making more profit if you decide to invest the money up front and actually carry the inventory, because you're able to print them in bulk and make them for cheaper, okay? So it's just straight up from a business perspective, you're gonna make more money if you decide to carry your own inventory versus using these print-on-demand services. Another thing that I've heard about these print-on-demand services is that there seems to be a bit of an issue with the wrong items being sent to customers, like different companies' items being sent to your customers and your items being sent to other customers. And just when you decide to go with these print-on-demand companies, you lose control over how exactly your items are being shipped. The last thing that I wanted to mention is that there are really long shipping times, okay? So the shipping times for these print-on-demand services are like between 7 to 10 business days for your customers to receive their products. When we send out our stuff, since we have it already, the next day it's sent out and they'll receive their gear within a couple days, okay? And that just adds such a better experience for the customer. Now, it might seem like I've completely unloaded and shit-talked all of these print-on-demand services, but I swear that's honestly not what I'm trying to do here. I'm really just trying to give you my honest thoughts on these types of services so that you can, get the most accurate information and what I really think about it. Now, what I also believe is that if you're first starting out, you don't have a lot of money to invest in inventory, and you just want to get started and see if there's any feedback for your designs, you're just sort of testing the waters with the idea of running a clothing brand, I really don't think that these print-on-demand services are bad at all. I actually think it could be a really good thing because the speed of implementation is so quick and you can get started so fast with some of these companies. What I'm saying in this video is that these types of companies aren't very scalable to work with. And if you really want to get your clothing brand to the point where you're offering that professional customer service, that really unique experience that you're able to offer your customers and just be able to scale forward, then you're definitely going to want to actually carry your inventory at some point. Now, what are the benefits of actually carrying all of your own inventory? Number one, and this is probably my favorite, is that you can actually quality check all of your products before they are sent to your customers. When you use print-on-demand services, you have absolutely no idea what the quality of your product was before it was sent to the customer. You don't know what it looked like, you don't know how the print was, you didn't feel it yourself, and you basically just lose control over that. And when you actually carry your own inventory, you can look at your products, you can make sure that they're good before they get to your customer, you can fold it in whichever way you want and actually send it to them exactly. You know exactly how it's going to get to them, and I feel that's really important. Number two is that you just have way more control over your shipping. You know exactly when it's shipped. You can add really custom packaging to your shipping boxes, and you can add promotional items, and you just have full control over your shipping. It will also get to them a lot quicker. Number three, we've talked about this before, but other than the upfront investment for all of the inventory, it's actually way less expensive, and you make way more money when you're actually able to invest in your product and hold on to your inventory as opposed to running it through a third party. And number four is that your products themselves are actually way more customizable and you have way more options because you're not limited to the products that they offer through their website. You can basically go anywhere you want and create your products any way that you want when you decide to hold on to your own inventory. Now, to summarize here, I've said this before, but if you're just starting up and you don't have a lot of money and you're not quite sure if you really want to dive into starting your own clothing brand and being serious about it, I think these print-on-demand services can be absolutely amazing, and I don't think that there's anything fundamentally wrong with them. I think that they just serve a different purpose. And when you want to actually get to the point where you're running a clothing brand that's very profitable and you're in full control and you're giving your customers a really unique experience, that's when I think you're going to have to stop using the print-on-demand service and switch into actually creating your own custom products and holding on to your inventory and having full control over your own business. If you want me to look at your clothing brand and go through your website, your social media accounts, and your overall brand concept and offer you really, really detailed feedback and suggestions for how I believe you can improve and bring your clothing brand to the next level, you can sign up for a clothing brand review at www.apparelsuccess.com. And I really look forward to seeing what you've created. I've already worked with dozens of other brands and I've heard nothing but awesome responses to these brand reviews. So I look forward to seeing what you've created. If you've made it to this point in the video, I want to tell you about the closed Facebook group that we have going on for Apparel Success. There's a link in the description below. Follow that link, join us in the Facebook group. We're a bunch of clothing brand owners all in there supporting each other and answering each other's questions. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.